Hello, this is Steve Gilbrtt, President of the TLT Group, trying Screencast-O-Matic. I hope you're going to enjoy working online with us. I look forward to doing the same with you. We've recognized that there are a lot of people who are very successful faculty, but are now being pressed to teach online when online is changing very fast. And many of them are quite reasonably confused, worried, and skeptical. We think there are a lot of successful, experienced beginners like you, and you're not alone. We're appreciate that many of you completed our preliminary survey. We're going to give you a quick little look at some intermediate results. Looks like quite a few of you have a sense of wanting to complete or participate in and get something out of this online MOOCow fairly soon. That about 2/3 of you, of those responding so far, have not previously taught online, and a lot of you have integrated some online things in your face-to-face teaching. Most of you are not so comfortable with screen recording. That's using a device like I'm using right now to record my voice in conjunction with some visible images. And looks like, as best you could understand it so far, about 2/3 of you are interested in participating in what we call the guided path, something more like a course, and the others will choose their own ways of moving along. We're going to provide you with 3 options. One is what we call the guided path, which I said is like a course, and the other 2 are variations on do-it-yourself. The guided path will give you a sequence of activities and suggest one thing after another with essentially no options whatsoever. But the do-it-yourself options, one of them includes some support from us if you decide you want to kind of get engaged with some of the other people participating. The other is completely do-it-yourself, and we won't have any idea what you're doing, and think that's probably a good thing. We'll try, in this whole thing, we would hope to help you avoid some of those risky bleeding edges, help you to recognize when the emperor is not clothed, saying ridiculous things, but not just to make fun of them, and rather to figure out how to help them get their clothes back on and say sensible things. We'll try to use as little jargon as possible, and hope you'll tell us when we fail at that. We're going to identify just a few good practices. We try not to claim we know the best practices because things are changing too fast. We will suggest particularly what we call low threshold applications whenever we have a choice. Those are things that are easy to learn, easy to use, widely available. And insofar as we can, we're going to try to demonstrate and use things we recommend. We will build on what you have in your experience, the wisdom and experience. We have developed the Capstone Project, which is a combination of a self-introductory video and additional preparation for beginning to teach your first online course. We're pulling together quite a few resources. The starting place, what we think of as the home base, is this web page, tlt.gs/TOL4B. Within that is a section with, as I mentioned, this guided path, which has additional structured resources. We also have some tools we're making available to you, and you can reach each of these things from that home base web page. Digo, Scoopit, Twitter, YouTube, a bunch of resources. We have an online forum. Some of you have already joined and begun to participate, which is terrific. It's asynchronous. And finally, we have a series of 5 synchronous sessions. That what we're doing right now is one of them. We will make this checklist available in a form easier to follow. This is the things we're recommending to those on the guided path for the first 2 weeks, starting with creating your own Google account, Google Plus account if you don't have one, participating in the forum, exploring some of the resources and schedule the guided path. If you haven't done so already, completing the survey. Decide if you'd like a mentor and sign up. We'll tell you a little more about them later. We've got some self-intro videos we want you to review. There'll be an online scavenger hunt. We want to make sure you have access to a headset, including a microphone, And if you need to and want to, you participate in a couple sessions we've scheduled to help those of you who might be new to that. And finally, hope that some of you will consider being what we call a designated learner, either individually or as part of a team. Designated learners are those who try early to try things out and give us feedback, and we pay a lot of attention to what they say. A couple of people have already helped us in that way. And we hope some of you will send email to Beth daily soon if that's what you'd like to do. And if you haven't done so before, the Google Plus account, you blah, 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 you go to that website, blah. And then if you haven't already got our forum, this is how you do that. And we are considering providing a certificate of participation free to our members, if you participate in at least 3 of the online sessions, synchronous sessions, and produce and upload a self-introductory video. If you're not a member, for a fee of $75, we will do that as well. And finally, I look forward to getting to know you and hope you enjoy participating as we go forward. Thanks for your time.